Hi everybody, this is your girl Robin Shockley with Focus Forward with Robin on the go. You never know where I'm going to be. I'm here in Georgia today, Atlanta, Georgia, and I am with the one and only Michael Simmons. Oh my God, I cannot wait to dig into this interview because we are actually on set right now. You are filming, you are working with one of your partners that is doing his film, and you're acting in this film.
That's right.
Which is really cool.
It's the Home Away from Home project, directed by Kevin Garrett, and that's what we're doing today. I'm so happy to have you here with Robin, and ask me away. I love
Okay, well, you know what? The thing is that we are on set for a film that you're an actor in. So let's talk about you being an actor. So how long have you been acting?
Well, man, since my mama born me.
Really?
I'm
wow.
pretty sure I was acting then too.
Okay.
No, but really.
Well, if you look behind the camera, you will see, or behind us, not the camera, you will see some of these photos that are on the wall and such. These are films that he's been a part of and that he's actually either been in as an actor, or either he produced himself or directed himself, which is really cool. So I love the fact that you've been acting a long time, but when I met you, you wasn't an actor. I met you, you were actually filming behind the scenes of a movie that I was in that was produced by Daphne Films with Don Thomas. And so I was so excited to be in the room there, and we instantly made a connection. He cast me for one of his films that he's going to be working on soon, and I helped cast people for that for him, which was really cool. And so we've been chatting on and off through instant messenger on social media, and he finally got me down here to get this interview.
Yes.
And I found some amazing things out about Michael Simmons. Let me tell you, he's not only an actor, he's not only a videographer behind the scenes, he actually directs his own movies. He's actually doing Amazon Prime. He's partnered and contracted with Amazon Prime. Tell us a little bit, how did you get into the film industry? And if we have to go back, because there's even so much more that he's doing. And you were telling me it has to do with music. So tell us.
Well, I started out with music first. So I've always been a conscious rapper, just kind of rap about life. And before I knew it, I had 700 songs out, all over the world, just out.
How many years did it take to get to that?
Wow, I want to say that I started recording in 1993.
Wow. And
I've just been building my brand, building my song genre up and up and up. But the film, what I had a guy that was like, hey, he wanted to use my song for one of his movies on a show. Well, it was a show. It's called Drop Dead Diva.
Okay.
So we worked it out. We used one of my songs, but they asked me to come on the set. So when I came on the set, there was like a table tennis scene, and I was on, and I got excited because I thought that they were going to show my face or whatever. So I get my kids together, and I'm like, check daddy out. And when they played it, it only had my fingertips running across.
Oh.
So I said that would be the last time that I start writing books. And
oh my gosh, wait a minute, time out. So you started out doing some rapping, and then on top of the rap, I noticed, because I was listening to some of your music that you have, you do poetry in with the rap. So it's not just rapping, it's poetry with the music behind it, which is amazing. I love that, because you don't get that a whole lot. And then, so in the process, you started writing books. So he's a book author as well. Oh my word. Okay, go ahead, continue.
So, my first book, my daughter, she's like, Daddy, this is really good. And I didn't believe it. This was my first time, so I was like, let me just try it. And I got it published through Lulu, and before I know it, Barnes and Nobles, they picked it up. And 6-7 more books later of different stuff, I figured, let's keep it going. So we got like Geek Monsters, Vice Versa, Granddaddy, A Pool's Way Out the Hood, Jared. And before you know it, I feel like I'm gonna start, now I got enough for read, I could like get a camera and shoot these, each one by myself. So so far we've been very good. We got Geek Monster on Amazon Prime, we got A Pool's Way Out the Hood, and Granddaddy. Granddaddy has been my baby.
Yeah.
My baby.
That's awesome. Now, because you're making this announcement, and I'm actually, I'm a blogger, so I write about stories, I write about experiences and stuff like that. I'm definitely gonna have to go and watch some of these films and give you reviews.
Please do.
Yes, and check this out, and give the Focus Forward Robin review.
Focus.
Yes, and so I'm excited because I did not know this about you. I thought you actually were just a videographer, and then the day that I met you, and there's so much more to Michael Simmons, guys. I mean, not only are you a rapper, and the thing is, you're international, and you have your own publishing company.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
So with you writing the books, you started your own publishing company. Is that how that worked?
Yeah. Well, it's publishing for music, and then there's publishing for books.
Okay.
So I've been down with ASCAP. ASCAP is a music form that looks out for the artist's songs, whether it's being streamed or. So I got my writers with them, and I decided to get my own publishing with them, and that's been like the best decision ever because they track your music. My songs be in Morocco, Italy, some places I can't even pronounce.
So you're international.
Yeah.
So the thing is, when you hear about people being international, you hear about them being an international speaker. I'm always talking about that because I do public speaking. But then, oh, bless you, thank you. But the thing is with the international, it goes so much further than just public speaking. It goes into the music realm, into the media realm, into the film industry, and all this. And with me being only 4 years into the industry with media, and now working with music, I'm learning so much that how much impact that it carries in the world. And so with these films and these connections that you have, now how did you get connected to be, with your vision of being a go-getter like you're doing? I mean, getting with publishing companies and getting on Amazon Prime and Barnes and Nobles, and how did you get connected like this?
Well, it's sort of like what you say when you interview everybody. You always tell us to believe in yourself.
Think it, believe it, achieve it.
Achieve it. And I always figure that I'm from the bottom. That's why I'll tell myself I'm from the bottom. So it's being low, it's okay to start from there, Right. So I never stop, even through the winds that people say this, say that. I just keep going. I believe in my heart that I'm supposed to be here entertaining the world, and that's what I plan to do.
So let me ask you, because you're doing so much and you're making so much impact, you've gotten so many things out there about you. Do you have someone that has been an influence in your life, growing up maybe or something, or maybe even as an adult, that has been an influence positively to help you get to where you are?
Wow.
Some people do, some people don't. So that's always a question.
I mean, I'll tell you like this. That's a good question there. My favorite author is Donald Goines. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but he writes about life, but abstract. And I remember reading his book and feeling like I was right there.
Yeah.
And I just felt like I still kind of guy I always wanted to be. So he's who I think. I love my family, I do, and I love my friends and everything like that, but everyone's not going to be able to see your vision. You understand?
Exactly.
So I can't say.
I get that.
Yeah, I can't be like, well.
And that's okay. And the reason why I'm saying that, it's okay because a lot of people out here, they make it on their own. They decide that they take their, whatever your situation is. And the whole point of this interview is to understand, do you have a pit story, so to speak? Like you said, you started from the bottom and you worked your way up.
Right.
My purpose is helping people get from pit to purpose and to expose their stories from pit to purpose as well.
Wow.
And so with you starting from the bottom and starting, what is the bottom? What does that look like for you?
Oh, wow. Man, I don't have a job. I don't have no money, and all I got is ideas, and I'm trying to pitch it, and everybody's giving me the twisted lips look, and and it's just like that's the bottom. When you know that you have something, but you have nobody that believe in what you're doing, that's horrible. but that will challenge a real person who's serious to seize it, to change it, to change the narrative. So that's what we do, one day at a time, one film at a time.
I love it. One song at a time.
One song at a time.
One book at a time. Exactly. One interview at a time.
One interview at a time with Robin.
Yeah. Focus forward, Robin.
Focus.
Yes.
I
love that, Michael, because, you know, it's an inspiration to hear your story. You coming from the bottom where you don't have a job, you don't have no money, and you just have these ideas. So what was your push? Was it because you came from nothing? Was that your push? What was it that was your push to say, you know what, I got to make something of myself?
My kids.
Okay.
Okay, like, you know, I don't know my real father. I never met him.
Okay.
All right, so I have these kids. I want to be important in their life.
Yes.
And I feel like even if I don't get it, they'll never forget the grind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have no reason to come to me and tell me that you gave up or you stopped trying. You never see me stop. Like, I never stop.
I love it. That's how I am too. I love it. Well, Michael, this has been an amazing interview. I love it. I love what you're doing. It's amazing. If people could get in touch with you quickly, could you tell us how people could get in touch with you? If they want to be in your films, they want to connect with you in the music industry, maybe they want your music in. I have connections all over the country. I have a guy right now that's looking for people to put their music in his films.
Wow.
So yeah, so I have those connections and I can get you connected. So how can people get in touch with you? Because I would love to share this interview with my contacts.
Well, my email is mrunknown3234@gmail.com. If you can't get me there, you can go to IG. You can look up Mr. Unknown the Great. It's just the name, y'all. Yeah. And bump it. I mean, my number is 449142277.
Okay, y'all heard it. He's exposing himself. He wants to be able to connect with you. Yeah. Now, before we close out, could you tell us somehow you can encourage our listeners to focus forward?
Whatever you're doing that's in the pit of your stomach, you feel it every day, you go with it. Okay. I don't care if it doesn't work the first time, it doesn't work the second time. You go for it. That's focusing forward, because we all gonna fall. We have to destroy in order to build. So right? So if you trip, you're not gonna keep tripping.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah. I love it. Oh my God, this has been so amazing. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be making these connections with you and working with you, and the best is yet to come for both of us. I'm so proud of you. This is your girl, Robin Shockley, with Focus Forward with Robin on the go. You never know where I'm going to be. I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, hot Atlanta, making news with the one and only Mr. Unknown himself, Michael Simmons. Remember what I always say, if you think a thing, you believe a thing. If you believe a thing, you shall achieve it. Y'all be blessed.
I'm the champion, not the champion. Stop. I can't stop. I can't. This is my world. It cannot be rocked. You can't rock my world, son. Took a lot of work just to reach the top. Did a lot of climbing and I made it. Good luck to those who want to see me fly. I'll be number one for eternity. Wanna thank everyone who helped me get here. When I was stressed, the ones that kept my head clear. Can't believe that we finally made it. All the dues paid off, the ones that we paid in. Contrary to popular belief, I became popular to the WORLD. Now I'm flexing every DAY, muscle so high, looking like big fly. Stats say I should be cooking fries. Too bad, so sad, society, nice try. Look to my old hood and they say nice, right? I can count on jumbo, used to be white side. Look a Confederate flag from my house with a picket fence, white pride. And to those who don't